Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Mark Ashby of Grill Mark Co. And today we are going to be firing up our char griller Akorn Kamado style grill, and we're going to be cooking up some pork belly. Now we will be doing burnt ends, but there's going to be just a little bit of a twist to them. Let's get started. Burnt ends are very common in the barbecue community. Most of them come from the flat of the brisket, and when people make burnt ends with pork belly, they usually call it meat candy because it's so juicy and so good. So today we're going to add a little flavor, put a little twist on it, and it's going to be really exciting. For pork belly burnt ends, the first thing you're going to need, of course, is your pork belly. And then we just have a couple other ingredients that we're going to be adding. One, my Good Grub rub, got a fresh batch right here, and then we're going to have some of this Yellow Fever barbecue sauce later on. And to add some great color to this beautiful pork belly, we're going to be using some cherry chunks right here during our smoke. We don't want to overpower it, so we're just using just these small little chunks because we're only going to be smoking it for about 3 hours. The pork belly adventure begins today by firing up our Akorn grill. We're going to be bringing it up in the temperature range of 275 to 300 degrees because we want that smoke to really permeate inside the pork belly. And we're going to start our fire by, of course, using our grill gun. When it comes to cooking pork belly burnt ends, I'm not specifically looking for an internal temperature of doneness. What I am looking for is a tenderness and a juiciness when it comes to the pork belly. So they're going to be smoking for about 3 hours, and then we are going to take them off the grill. We're going to sauce them with some of our Yellow Fever sauce, and then we're going to put them back on the grill after they're wrapped in foil and let them cook in that sauce for about another hour, and then we're going to add our little twist at the end. It's been about 3 hours now, and our pork belly burnt ends have been smoking the whole time. We're about to pull them off. We're going to put them in a pan and we're going to sauce them, and we're going to wrap that in foil and let that sit for about an extra 30 minutes or so. Let's see how they look. Let's open her up and take a look. Those are looking nice and good, just like burnt ends should look. Now we're gonna take them off. We're gonna put them in some sauce, some butter, some brown sugar, wrap it in foil, and we're gonna put it right back on the smoker. Gloves. Take them off. Now the burnt ends are a little bit burnt, but that's okay. That's what they're supposed to be. We're gonna put them in the sauce. We're gonna add some butter, some brown sugar, and we're gonna put them in the pan, and then they're just gonna kind of bake in that sauce, and that's gonna make it nice and moist and reabsorb some of that juice. Next, we're going to top it off with a little bit of organic brown sugar here. Just sprinkle that along the top there. And last, we're going to add a few chunks of butter because we like fat. Tastes good, and it's going to maintain some of that moisture. And one last thing we're going to do is add a little apple juice in there as well, because it's going to help again maintain some of that moisture. Now we're going to wrap it in some heavy duty aluminum foil. And we're going to put it back on the grill. The burnt ends smoked for about 3 hours, and just to recap, we added some apple juice, some butter, some brown sugar, and some of my own yellow fever barbecue sauce. We put all that together, we wrapped it in foil, and it's sitting on the grill. I'm gonna let it sit there for about 30 to 45 more minutes, and then we're gonna take them out. We're gonna add our little twist at the end, and we're gonna see how they taste. 35 minutes has passed, and we are coming to the finish line of our cook. We have cut open a beautiful pork belly. We smoked them on the grill with some of our good grub rub. We took them off. We put them in our yellow fever sauce with some apple juice, butter, and brown sugar. Now we're gonna pull them off again, and our little twist that we've been talking about the whole video is we're gonna put those pork belly burnt ends on a stick with some lettuce and tomato. And instead of making these kind of like a main feature, we're gonna make these kind of an appetizer. We're gonna have a BLT on a stick. Let's check out those burnt ends. Those are looking amazing. It looks like they reabsorbed a lot of the moisture like I said they would. And they have a good coating of flavoring all over it. We're going to transfer over from the pan to our cutting board. Now to make the BLT, all you're going to need are some toothpicks, some green leaf lettuce, and some grape tomatoes. You're gonna fold over some green leaf lettuce. You take your cherry tomato. Then you're gonna take your burnt end and stick it through. And you have a very colorful, beautiful, tasty appetizer when it comes to your next grill out. And we've crossed the finish line. The little twist that we have on the burnt ends to make a beautiful BLT on a stick. Today's cook was so much fun. We had that beautiful pork belly from Heritage Farms, and there's a lot you can do with pork belly. I just did something that's a little bit different with burnt ends, and we made it a BLT on a skewer. You can make bacon from it, you can do lots of different things, but it is an amazing cut of meat that has so much flavor. Now, you saw the end result. Why don't you try it at home, and we'll see you next time.